Alright growers, in today's video, it is almost May. Believe it or not, this month already went by so fast. But in today's video, we are going to grow peanuts. So let's get today's video started. So we're gonna plant our peanuts next to our strawberries. But basically, the good thing about where we can plant our peanuts where it won't disturb the strawberries is because the peanuts roots will go down as the strawberries roots just go flat near the surface, so it won't really affect the strawberries too much. And we will also get a harvest from these peanuts in about 4 to 5 months if we plant these correctly. So let's get to planting so we have enough time to actually enjoy our peanuts this year. Alright, so basically where you want to plant your peanuts is all good. You basically want to make sure it's deep enough for the peanuts, at least a good solid 3 or 4 inches deep. And for some reason you might want to have backup peanut seeds just in case, because for some whatever reason, I guess ants really like peanuts, so they literally will demolish your seeds. So if you ever see ants in your garden, they're probably gonna go after your peanuts, and pretty much you might have to restart the cycle again. So that's why you always have to plant maybe 3 or 4 just as backups. Alright, so basically once you got your peanuts planted, you basically just want to cover them up, and you don't really have to worry about if they're pointing up or not. When they grow, they will eventually pop up. They'll find their way up eventually, so you don't really have to worry about that. Alright, so now I'll see you whenever I see any chances of the peanuts actually emerging out of the soil. So that'll probably be maybe 2 or 3 weeks, my guess. So I'll see you then. Alright, so we officially got some peanuts. As you can see, they are not really that tall yet, even though these are probably at most 3-4 weeks old, maybe 2 and maybe a week old. So they're not too tall yet, but hopefully by June, July, they should be up to here or so, including our tomatoes. But yeah, and it also looks like all of them did come up except for one of them, so might just have to replant a seed May and now almost early June in a couple of weeks. So the soil temperatures should be just perfect enough for those seeds to absolutely germinate and sprout by itself without me having to do the process of sprouting the seeds for them inside. So hopefully if I plant one of those in the garden bed, they should sprout immediately. But I'll see you then. Well, gardeners, the garden has 100% changed since the last time I showed you our peanuts, which is now in the flowering process, which should mean in about maybe 2 or 3 months we should get a harvest. So as you can see, you can't really see where our peanuts are just because of how much the tomato, basil, and the borage plant has taken over it. But as you can see, if I zoom in just a tad bit, you can see those peanut leaves. So if we take a quicker look at those wonderful flowers, they are dying, which is a good sign because it will send little tubers down into the soil line, which is those tubers will create peanuts. So each little flower that you see will eventually die, and then those will become where the peanuts are. So I'll see you when we will be able to harvest. Alright growers, after a couple of long months of waiting all summer, we have finally reached to the point where we can harvest those peanuts. As you can see, this whole garden is officially done for the year. This is just some basil that I put down, and over here we still have our strawberries, but we're not talking about our strawberries. We're gonna talk about these peanuts, and as you can see, they're fully gone, crisp and everything. So this is exactly what you want to see in order to harvest, because if you don't see this, you might have to wait until they're officially done growing, or in this case got attacked a couple of nights ago when we had that frost. So let's go ahead and pull these out the ground. All right, so once you have completely removed the plant from wherever you were growing it, for me I was growing it in the garden raised bed, so now the most important step for them is not to immediately pick off all the peanuts, as it may be really tempting, but instead you want to wait at least 3 to 7 days, and basically you just place them either inside or outside depending on the temperature, but you just want to let them dry out for 3 to 7 days, and once you see them turn brown and whatnot, then that's how you know that they're good to go. But usually it takes more than just 3 to 7 days. It can sometimes take up to 1 full week or 2 depending on how big your peanut plant got to. And now the second most tempting thing to do is, after you have waited for those peanuts to like turn a little brown, I'll put some photos on the screen so you have an idea on what to look for. You do not want to immediately wash off the dirt off of the shell unless if you're going to use those peanuts the same day. So then you also unfortunately have to just wait 3 days, and then you should be good. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this extremely long, patient video, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep on growing.